Hey guys, welcome to this video on this module called Getting Your Commercial Content Up. So as its name says, the end goal of this module is that your commercial content is written and live on your website and formatted, and it's essentially ready to generate sales and revenue for your site when it's going to be ranking in Google. So let's be honest for a second here. When you put your commercial content together, I think you really should have the user's best interest in mind. I know a lot of beginner affiliates tend to put the most expensive items on top when they do roundup reviews or try to be overly salesy when they are writing single product review to make extra pennies, or they think it's going to convince more people to buy, etc. The truth is it doesn't. Like, your goal when you write these reviews is actually to be honest and to inform users on the difference between products and actually try to help them. So I think you really should focus on having the user's best interest in mind, and that's how they're going to trust you, click on your affiliate links, and eventually make you money. And the truth is, well, you probably won't even touch the physical objects that you're going to be reviewing on your site. It's just the way most people start. And, if you can do that, then you definitely should. But, I don't expect most people to actually do that. So what I recommend is that for every product you mention on your site, you should do some proper research online and actually learn about each item and put yourself in the shoes of the person that's looking to buy the kind of item they're looking to buy. So in our case, we're doing the golf site. So, when we were researching the driver content, we were actually looking at, what makes a good driver, what, kind of physical aspects or specifications people want in a driver, and what are the differences, etc. And we learned a lot in that process. And really, the thing is, you should not be afraid to go technical. You should not be afraid to take the specific numbers about a product or compare the size or compare, the efficiency, etc. And there are a lot of people, for example, testing these things on YouTube, and you can re-embed their videos on your site. That's completely fine. Just give them credit for it. But, people don't want these vague and fluffy reviews that just tell them it's a good product. They want the details, and that's what's going to make these reviews useful for people, even if you never get your hands on the product. The truth is, a lot of big publications do the same thing. They actually just do all the research, they round up every kind of opinion online, put it all together in a nice to consume post, and then they get the traffic and they make money. So don't be afraid to get the numbers out. Now let's just jump into what you will learn in this module. The first thing you will learn is the content standards needed to write useful and profitable reviews. I've been emphasizing a lot that point in the last few minutes, but it's quite important that you get high standards when you actually write this kind of content, so your site doesn't look like a trash affiliate site just trying to make quick money, but instead it is a place where people can turn to get, a summary of advice on buying a product. Then we're going to talk about the two types of reviews that you should be doing to actually do your review content. Then we're going to talk about how to write and format great individual product reviews. Then we're going to do the same thing for roundup product reviews. These are the two types we're going to talk about. Then we're going to talk about why and how you should get started by actually writing the first 10 articles and 10 reviews yourself, and why it's so important and how it's going to improve your site overall. And finally, we're going to have a big section on how to outsource your content using two services that we recommend, Text Broker and Word Agents, and how to actually build a team of regular writers that you can keep using after you're done with the V1 of your site to expand and generate more revenue, and until you reach the point where you're comfortable going into stage 2. So that is everything we're going to talk about in this module. Now here's 3 traps to avoid as usual. The first one is not researching your reviews enough. I cannot emphasize that enough. You need to make your reviews technical. You need to geek out and get the numbers out and, research the products, research what people are looking for when they're buying that kind of product. And in that mini guide that we're going to have in our reviews, you want to, bring the value and make this useful. That is the key to actually making these kind of sites work. Second is actually not writing the initial content yourself. You are going to learn a ton writing the first few reviews. You're also going to be setting the editorial tone for your website. You cannot outsource caring, so you need to first care yourself and build the reviews as well as you can. Do that in-depth review, and then when you're going to be outsourcing content, then you'll be able to tell the writers, look, this is the 10 standards I'm looking for. Please, try to match that as close as possible, and that's going to get you extra quality content when you're outsourcing. The third one is being cheap and lazy on outsourcing. Look, if you're looking to outsource content, and I know a lot of you guys want, you should not, try to get the cheapest content writer you can get, because these people, because they're paid so little, they cannot care enough for your website. So, being too cheap is not good. We're going to show you services that are all right, but still, you will need to edit this content a bit. You will need to, ask for revisions, that kind of stuff. I wish we had a little bit more time on SkillGolf. The site is basically done at the time at which I'm recording this video. I wish we had a little bit more time to edit more. We did it a little bit. But overall, for your site, which is not going to be a case study for a course, you should definitely, go the extra mile and try to make it as good as possible. And actually, I'm going to spend the next weekend just editing SkillGolf to make it better. So it is something where you can just take what comes in, copy paste it on your site and expect it to be perfect. You will need to put a little bit of work into it, even if you're outsourcing. So look, all the lessons are listed below. I will see you in the lessons. Perrin is going to do a bunch of them as well. I hope you will enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to seeing all your reviews up on your website. And I'll see you guys in the next intro.